If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
Sonny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out.
She said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you, because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Of the 3,500 arrests ICE has made so far since President Trump came back into office, can you just tell us the numbers? How many have a criminal record versus those who are just in the country illegally?
All of them, because they illegally broke our nation's laws.
The View slammed with an $800 million lawsuit? Karoline Leavitt's legal bombshell could destroy the show. Welcome back to Pop Flash. And trust me, you do not want to miss this one. Rumors say that The View is spiraling into full-blown crisis mode after conservative powerhouse Karoline Leavitt dropped a legal nuke, a shocking $800 million lawsuit. Could this be the final blow that sends the long-running talk show straight into cancellation? Well, from what's unfolding behind the scenes, things are looking very bad.
Women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason.
According to reports, absolute chaos has erupted behind closed doors. Sources claim that Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin are freaking out over what this lawsuit could mean, not just for them, but for the entire network. ABC's top execs are reportedly in panic mode, scrambling to figure out how to contain the fallout. And their legal team, working overtime, trying to shut this down before it explodes into an even bigger disaster. But here's the real kicker. This isn't just about one lawsuit. No, if Karoline's case gains traction, it could allegedly rip the lid off years of behind-the-scenes bias that The View has been accused of for ages. And that's what has them really sweating. So what exactly set off this legal firestorm? It all started when The View took direct aim at Karoline Leavitt, making claims that, according to her legal team, crossed the line into outright defamation. Reports say Joy Behar allegedly mocked Karoline's entire career, dismissing her hard work and suggesting she only got her job because Trump sees her as a 10. And it didn't stop there. Whoopi Goldberg reportedly went even further, arguing that Karoline owes everything to wokeness, as if her achievements aren't real. Then, Sunny Hostin allegedly added fuel to the fire, implying that Karoline's rise to success was nothing but privilege. Now here's where it gets wild. Karoline didn't just sit back and take it. Instead, she fired back hard, bringing in a powerhouse legal team and slapping The View with this massive lawsuit. And trust me, the repercussions of this could be devastating. Karoline didn't just shrug off the insults. She came out swinging. Rather than letting The View's remarks slide, she lawyered up fast and went straight for the jugular. According to reports, her lawsuit doesn't just call out the hosts for defamation, it accuses the entire show of deliberately targeting conservative women in an effort to ruin their reputations and destroy their careers. And let's just say, ABC is absolutely not happy about this. Behind the scenes, things are spiraling out of control. Rumors say that ABC executives are in full damage control mode, scrambling to figure out just how bad this could get. Why? Because the stakes are huge. This isn't just about The View. If Karoline wins, it could set a dangerous precedent for future lawsuits against the network. And with a case this big, sponsors are starting to sweat. Reports claim that major advertisers are getting cold feet, and some are even considering pulling their funding altogether. Could this be the moment ABC finally decides to axe The View for good? And here's where things get even more insane. According to shocking new reports, The View's own hosts are now secretly begging Karoline to settle. That's right. The very same women who mocked her on air are now reportedly scrambling to make peace before this lawsuit explodes even further. Rumors say that Joy Behar, who laughed at Karoline during the show, is now desperate to smooth things over. And in a move that no one saw coming, Whoopi Goldberg has allegedly tried reaching out through mutual contacts, hoping to arrange a private sit-down with Karoline to make this all go away. But here's the thing, social media is not letting this slide. The backlash against The View has been brutal. People are flooding comment sections, calling out the show's blatant double standards. One viral post put it plain and simple: The View supports women, unless they're conservative. Then it's open season. And it's not just the audience. Legal experts believe Karoline has a powerful case. If she wins, the consequences could be earth-shattering. Millions in damages, a shattered reputation, and quite possibly the end of The View as we know it. ABC is reportedly terrified because losing this case could open the floodgates for even more lawsuits. And let's talk about the money. The View is a massive cash cow for ABC, raking in millions every single year through sponsorships and ad revenue. But here's the problem. If advertisers start pulling out, the network could be forced to make a brutal decision. The ratings have already been slipping, and this lawsuit might just be the final nail in the coffin. Could this really be the end of The View? For years, The View has been no stranger to controversy. Whoopi Goldberg's shocking suspensions, Joy Behar's history of problematic remarks, and the show's long list of feuds have made headlines time and time again. But according to rumors, ABC executives believe this scandal might be the one that finally sinks the ship. Behind closed doors, sources claim that ABC has already had discussions about replacing The View with a less divisive daytime talk show, one that doesn't constantly spark outrage. And now, with this lawsuit gaining serious momentum, those plans might be moving forward faster than expected. Could this lawsuit be the final push ABC needs to cancel The View once and for all? But here's where things get even crazier. If Karoline wins this case, it won't just be a victory against The View. It could completely shake up the entire media industry. Rumors say that networks are already worried about what this case could mean for them. If Karoline proves her claims, it could send a clear message to major outlets. Make false accusations and you could pay the price. Some analysts believe this case might even set a legal precedent, opening the door for more lawsuits against biased reporting. In other words, mainstream media could be facing a major reckoning. And if networks are forced to be more careful about the claims they make, we could see a dramatic shift in the way news and talk shows operate. ABC is scrambling to avoid a public courtroom battle. Insiders claim The View's legal team is pushing hard for a quick behind-the-scenes settlement. Why? Because if this lawsuit drags on, things could get messy fast. A drawn-out trial could mean leaked internal emails, exposed behind-the-scenes conversations, and shocking revelations that ABC likely wants to keep buried. But will Karoline take the deal? According to sources close to her, she has no plans to back down. In fact, she reportedly sees this lawsuit as a bigger fight, a battle against media bias and the way conservative voices are treated in mainstream television. And here's the proof. Conservatives are rallying behind Karoline like never before. Social media is flooded with support, with people calling her a fighter for truth and a voice for every conservative woman who's been silenced by biased media. One tweet that went mega viral put it bluntly: Karoline Leavitt is doing what every conservative woman wishes they could, holding The View accountable. And now the big question remains: will this lawsuit be the one that finally brings The View crashing down?